Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about twin flames. So today I want to get into the whole concept of the runner-chaser dynamic. I know that this concept has been sort of spreading around the internet for a while now, where it's so-called with twin flames, there's a runner-chaser dynamic. I want to talk about this because I think it's super important. First of all, let's just put it out there. There's no such thing as the runner-chaser dynamic. And when you think about it with your logic, it really doesn't make sense that like one would be the chaser and one would be the runner, because that just kind of goes against human nature. We're not always going to be the same. Like we're humans. Like we have different feelings, right? Like we change every day. Like things are dynamic. Like we're not always going to be in this chaser energy or always going to be in this runner energy. That doesn't make any logical sense, honestly, if we're looking at humans at large. But I want to clear this up once and for all. There's no runner and chaser. In fact, it's just that you're both running away from yourselves somewhere. So it can feel like if you're chasing someone, it's because it's the same thing as you running away from yourself, right? Because instead of focusing on yourself, you're chasing someone else. And if this person is running from you, it's because they're running from themselves somewhere. So the truth is, there's no runner chaser, there's runners. You're both running from yourselves. And because twin flames share one consciousness and twin flames make the same core choices, it also doesn't make sense that one would make this choice and one would make the other choice. Actually, you may think that you're choosing yourself or choosing your twin flame by, pursuing them or chasing them, but really you're chasing love outside of you. You're chasing an obsession, you're chasing an addiction, you're chasing approval or love or attention or something or validation that you're trying to get from your twin flame. And your twin flame who's running from you is just simply not attracted to that energy. And if you're feeling all those feelings, they're going to feel similar feelings too. And so you're going to experience them running from you, but they're not really running from you. They're just running from like the energy that you're bringing up. So how do we heal this once and for all? The way to heal this is, first of all, by making the choice to stop running away from yourself. And when I say running away from yourself, what do I mean? I mean that, you're not feeling your feelings. You're not being present fully with yourself. And you're trying to avoid or like skip over or, try to run away from like a specific feeling that you don't want to feel, and instead of feeling, let's say, uncomfortable because you feel self-conscious or because you feel fear or because you feel sad or because you feel whatever, instead of actually feeling those feelings fully and bringing love to those places by healing, you're trying to get those feelings, those good feelings from your twin flame. So like, for example, let's say you have a deep wound of abandonment from your childhood, right? And you're instead of working through that wound and working through that abandonment and actually going to those places where you feel abandoned and actually, doing the work, the inner work, instead of feeling through the abandonment and like doing whatever you need, whether that's crying or being angry or whatever, like feeling abandoned and actually moving through those feelings, which will feel uncomfortable, but once you feel through them, you let them go. That's the beauty, is that once you feel them, they can be released from you, like finally, and then you can move on with your life and not feel abandoned anymore. You can feel actually like really chosen and claimed by God, by yourself, by your twin flame. So instead of what most of you are doing is, instead of feeling through the abandonment and healing it, you're trying to get your twin flame to make you feel less abandoned, right? By, showing you love or messaging you or calling you or wanting to commit to you or all these things. When really your twin flame simply cannot give you that, right? Your twin flame cannot fill that void, right? Or make that feeling feel better for you. That's like, trying to put that responsibility on your twin flame instead of taking responsibility yourself. And this is a beautiful lesson because it's going to make you feel really empowered in your life versus feeling like you're codependent on someone else to make you feel good, right? That is quite literally like the definition of addiction. It's like I'm trying to look for some substance or some person or some activity to make me feel good because I don't know how to make myself feel good without that, right? So I'm actually dependent on this thing to feel something. And that is very, very unhealthy. That's very toxic. So if you're wondering why your twin flame is running away from you, it's because they're running away from this unhealthy pattern. They're running away from this toxic energy that they simply don't want, and they don't want you to experience that either because they love you and they want you to feel good, but they know that they can't help you feel good if you're not making yourself feel good first. How do we feel good without these substances or people or activities? We realize that our good comes from source. Our good comes from God. Our good comes from simply being born and being given all of our good the moment we were created. We are perfect. We are whole. There's nothing missing. And if you feel like something's missing, that is simply an illusion, and it's a block that can be healed, right? And we use what we call the mirror exercise. Now, I know you may have heard about the exercise online, but it is very important that you listen to, the actual true mirror exercise and how to do it correctly, because if you're getting all this information online, some of it is not completely in alignment with love. And so what I teach is the actual original, like true version of the mirror exercise. It's come from the teachings of Union. If any of you have heard of Twin Flames Universe or Jeff Shalia, that's what I'm teaching here. And it's the one teaching that brought me into union with my true twin flame, who I'm currently living with and married to, and I'm very happy with him. Happy with my life, love what I'm doing, love my life, right? Thanks to the teachings of Union. So the mirror exercise is, based off the fact that we create our own reality, right? With our thoughts, with our beliefs, with our feelings. And our twin flame is our mirror, right? Is our perfect divine mirror. So they're mirroring what is in our shared consciousness. And it's a very beautiful thing. So the way to heal that would be, okay, I'm upset with my twin flame because he's running away from me. Step 2, that was step 1. Step 2, I'm upset with myself because I'm running away from myself. Step 3, is there any truth to that? The answer is yes. I am running away from myself. And then I would feel into that place. Sorry. I would feel into, where am I running away from myself? So for me, it's really like, as you can see, I'm coughing. I've been sick a lot this winter, currently on my menstrual cycle. And I feel like I may be running away from my health and my body on some level, because I just feel like I'm not taking care of myself completely, like I should, like I desire, like I deserve. And so like my inner child is feeling, rejected and disconnected, and feels like I'm running away from her, like imagine, a child or a baby is like crying and hungry and cold or doesn't feel well, and you're just like ignoring that. You're not like actually taking care of the child, like bringing them medicine, bringing them food, making sure they're drinking enough water or milk or whatever it may be. And so the baby or child is going to feel obviously very upset, right? And so like it feels like my inner child feels upset, and I'm just going to connect to her, and I'm going to ask her what she needs here to feel loved. This is step 4 of the mirror exercise, is asking that part of me what she needs to feel loved. And she's going to say, I really just need you to choose me and claim me and make sure that I'm healthy, and give me, love and care and attention. And so I'm just going to go ahead and give her that energetically. I'm going to send her and fill her body up with love, care, attention. And I'm going to make a new choice here. That's why coughs come up. It's a lot of the times spiritually, it means that you're being invited to make a new choice. So I'm going to choose to take better care of her. Make sure that she's taken care of, you know, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And I'm going to give her a lot of compassion and love. And I'm going to say sorry to her for not taking better care of her, but I do choose to improve that now. Good. Now she feels better already. She feels good. And once it feels complete, I'm just going to go ahead and give her a nice hug until she melts into me. Now I let those energies ground a little bit because we are integrating this healing. And now I feel better. I feel more peaceful. I already feel like healthier because I've made a new choice to claim, you know, my perfect health. Now I know it's a journey, and I choose to have compassion and patience with myself as I move through the health journey, my body and everything. And there may be other areas in my life where I'm also, you know, running away from them, but we're just going to start with one, right? We're just going to make sure this is handled. And, you know, next time I feel upset, it might be a different upset. I might be upset about something else in my life, and I'll go ahead and heal that layer. But for now, that's what came up right now. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's what we always do, is we just work with what comes up in the present moment, in every moment. And that's all you really need to do on this journey, you know, take it step by step, day by day, layer by layer. There's no point in feeling overwhelmed and trying to heal everything at once, because you just simply cannot. That's why they call it the twin flame journey, because it is a journey, and that's okay, right? We have all of eternity to heal and love and, you know, ascend. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you want to go deeper and really have more support, you can definitely look into the description below. I have a lot of offers of like links and services and just overall help content that could help you. So definitely look into that. You can book a consultation with me. Yeah, so like the video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, comment, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.